those little wet noses, the greetings and excitement when you walk through the door, the affection and bond you have with your pet is often indescribable. They become a part of your family like another child or a brother or sister. This is my dog, Sadie. I am absolutely in love / obsessed with her. I'm totally nuts. And I can't imagine not having her in my life. The thought of her ending up here or here, well, I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. So moving on. When pets die, it's like losing a family member or a best friend.
Pet owners, especially it seems like dog owners, are just completely devastated when they lose their pet. Some people on the phone are so hysterical that they can't even talk.
For many, the grief that comes along with losing a pet is just too much to bear. So they're looking to preserve their precious memories through traditional burials, through cremation, through freeze drying. Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. But see this burial ground? It looks like any other cemetery, right? But wait, Muggins, Duke, Skip? What's going on here? Well, as you get closer and closer, you see this is no ordinary cemetery. It's a pet cemetery. On the grounds of the Francis Vale Home for Smaller Animals in Radnor, PA, you'll see hundreds of headstones and monuments commemorating people's pets, like Candy, Tabby, and Dudley B. Hugo. The epitaphs read, "She lit up our lives," "Our beloved Harry Kidd," and "Snickers Smith will be forever loved, forever missed." The cemetery has been around since the 1800s, with burials still occurring today.
Francis Vale was originally named for the McClellan family dog Francis, who was found in 1897, and they found him on a snowy night in December, and Francis is buried in the cemetery. And there are a lot of other animals who were buried around that same time, and it seems that they started that service back then, and it's still popular today for people to bury their animals.
When burying a pet, pet lovers follow religious customs as well.
We had a family come in recently who they're Jewish, and they wanted their animal buried within 24 hours of the dog dying, and they didn't want the dog buried on a Saturday.
Oh, how much does this cost? From buying your plots to purchasing the monument, a pet burial can cost an average of $1,500. But what if you opt for cremation? Well, there are services for that too. Paws to Heaven is an animal crematory in Pennsauken, New Jersey. They cremate any pet: dogs, cats, rabbits, horses, iguanas. There's a wide variety of urns to choose from, even charms you can wear as jewelry that holds some of your pet's ashes. And if you have the cash, you can even turn your pet into a life gem diamond. The company takes carbon from your pet's remains and turns it into an actual diamond you can wear as jewelry. That'll run anywhere from $2,500 to $25,000. Sorry, Sades, I don't have the cash to turn you into a gem. One other service that some pet lovers are turning to is freeze drying. And this is different than traditional taxidermy, which typically preserves the outer hide of an animal and places it over a mounting. Freeze drying preserves the entire animal, tissue, organs, bone. And no, this is not freezing your pet so it can hopefully be brought back to life one day. Sorry. PerpetualPet.net is one company that provides this service. You ship your pet and they freeze dry it in a position you request. They recommend a sleeping position so it looks natural. They charge by the pound. Up to 10 pounds could cost $600. Over 20 pounds, well, you'll have to call. My Sadie would cost my life savings. She's, well, large. So some may say, you all are crazy to do this. It's just a pet. But more and more people are trying to create everlasting memories once their pet passes on.
Pet owners are not looking just to dispose of their pets, and they're looking for the proper way and a humane, comforting way to say goodbye to their pet.
Personally, I don't think I would freeze dry Sadie. That's not really up my alley. But I don't know how I'm going to deal once she passes on. But it's good to know that pet lovers have options for remembering their loved ones. I'm Tamara for NBC10.com.